All right, welcome back. Today we are looking at the one of my favorite soundtracks growing up. Probably one of the first films I saw at a pretty young age. I don't think it's really a kids movie, but it's Glory, scored by James Horner, and we're gonna look at a certain cue in the movie when he has his regiment. They're ready to go to battle. They get invited to go on a spree with another general, and he is ordered to burn down a town in Georgia against his wishes because he actually believes in his mission of freeing the black soldiers and enabling them to fight instead of just raise the towns and whatever was happening during all those times. But he actually believed that he did all this training to send them into battle and whatnot. So this scene is pretty emotional. It's got a lot of moving lines between the strings, a lot of dissonance and stuff like that. And I'm not going to play the original because I don't want it to get taken down. But what I've got here is a Logic Pro template I set up. I just got the BBC Orchestra from Spitfire, and I blended it with some of my more favorite cine sample patches. And I've got a couple multis that I made. I've got a Glory Choir multi that I made probably 6 years ago, and I've been updating it as the sample libraries have gotten better. And finally, I could do the score with that plugin. So I'm excited about that. So this is just a template I just built to try out, and we'll see how it goes. So I've already got a couple of lines in here. I just need to write in some of the automation on the, what do you call it? On the strings. So let me scroll down. We'll play what I have right now and see how this is coming together. If I get on the right notes, go ahead and do the automation for the first violin part here. Let's see what we got. I'll probably draw it in. I'm going to do just this line alone. There's a lot going on in there. All right, that should. That should be a big push right there. Remember when you have moving lines, they come out a little bit more. As an instrumentalist, I don't know if it's true with violin, but I know when you're playing trumpet, when you have moving lines, you bring them out a little bit, and then when you have sustaining notes, you want to get softer. It's just like a breathing. It's how you get an ensemble to breathe versus just going da, just doing a straight line straight across. A note that, like when it's held, you don't just hold it out. There's nothing more synthetic sounding in a MIDI orchestra than that. So one of the biggest challenges, I think, is actually making it breathe. So you, without having to throw a bunch of reverb on it, it's finding a sample library you can actually make it sound realistic by modifying or by modulating the sound or the instrument. We'll get it as close as possible. You hear that slide? That sounds pretty cool. I'll bring that down a little bit. Bring it down, see how that. Doesn't sound like that changed a whole lot, but let's see if we can bring it down a little more. It's a little better. Alright, I don't think I like the way that sounds. Let's save that. And let's do just the second violin. See how this automation is sounding. Very rigid. Alright, that's supposed to be forte. It'll be forte with the more layers added, I imagine. Alright, so this is a louder section. See what we got up here, what we're doing. Lines moving up. This is measure 8. So. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. So the line can, when I say line, the note can be just held straight, which might be the effect. We'll see what it sounds like with the rest of the violins. Let's see, this is 12. Let's just turn everything on and see what it's doing. Back to this 5/4 section. Okay, so right there. It's fortissimo. Oh, there. That's what throws it off. Okay, so it's got a diminuendo on that first beat, and then it crescendos from the second beat on through the rest of the measure. So that is what's misleading there a little bit. It's almost like a forzando note would work on that, but that's not the patch we want to use. That looks like a tenuto note on a trumpet, but let's see what articulations, how long. It's like stately. This section, the reason why I picked this theme is I've heard, well, you always hear certain chords, and there's no new chords really, but I've heard something that sounds similar to this in 1917 and also in Master and Commander, and I don't know if it's just a certain progression or a chord or sequence, but I believe it's got something to do with a theme by Thomas Tallis. That's what's sticking out in my mind, and I can't remember what it is. But I'll do a video in the future and kind of put all those parts together. But this particular progression to how it builds all these polyphonic lines moving all around, and then it just gets into this big chord. Anyways, let's go back to the diminuendo on measure 13. Alright, that sounds better actually. Alright, let's look at the violin. Oops. See, violin 2 part. Excuse me. Comes in a little later here. Rest. Oh, we can't see all that excitement. We didn't even have that up. Hang on. From 4. This is a 5/4 measure. That's really a build. See, 5/4 into measure 12. Fortissimo. I'm gonna make a marker up here. That measure 12. Fortissimo. Let's see if I can spell fortissimo. Forte? Yeah, fortissimo is 2 F's. Okay. Alright. And we'll hide that down there. Back to 5/4 on second violin. Leader patch. Pretty cool they got these leader patches on the BBC orchestra, and I think the way it's set up is the mic is right on that leader, and then you can put the other violins around it, and it sounds a lot more realistic. Some other libraries have done this, I think Audio Bro and stuff like that. Alright, so the 5/4 patch. I can't remember. I'm just going to do the 1 patch because there's so much going on. And we could do that. We have DAW here. It'd be cool if you had the real orchestra, but that's one thing I always like to do in college was listen to go to the orchestra practices. If you're in college now, go to the orchestra practices. Ask the conductor if you can sit down and just listen to the rehearsals. That's like a great introduction to orchestration and listening to the different sections. I used to love that when everybody would be talking and chit-chatting and wanting to get out. That is one of my favorite parts. All right, 5/4 on the violin. 2. All right, that should not be. Let me do this. And let's see, measure 13 is where the dimension. All right, back it up to 4. Okay. That looks all right. Let's save that. And then, let's see. We'll just put that in violin lead. Oh, wait a minute. That violin 1, 2. Violin 2. We can put that down. Oh, we'll just leave it there for now. We have violas. Let's look at the viola part here. I'm going to mute, just solo the viola part so we can get through it a little quicker. Sounds so good. Alright, I'm going to bring this long note down. I'm just breathing. Yeah, so it's building up. So we'll bring it down even more. Let's just exaggerate, see what this does. Back it up. Alright, it shouldn't be that soft. It should be building, if anything. Pretty cool sounding. So that's a moving line. We're going to bring that out more. That comes out. I'm going to bring that out a whole lot more. See what this line doing? Yeah, it's falling down with everything. Making it breathe. Softer. All right. that looks to be right. Let's listen to this whole section here. Just the strings burning the town of Darien. Without the... Four. We go into that next line. That sounds pretty good to me. All right. So the only thing that's going on in this part, the cellos come in and the bass, double basses, and we have a harp and percussion part. Let me see. We'll go ahead and put the boys choir in there. Why not? This is just a sustained D treble clef. Let's see. So we just want an O. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So, I'm going to bring up the Glory Choir. You see what I have in it. I don't mind sharing. I mean, everybody has their own artistic interpretation. Let's see. So we don't need violin in it. That's not showing. Let's see. Do we have oohs, ohs, uhs? Let's see what we got in Spitfire. Ooh. Oh. Seems like I have a kids choir. Let me see. I want to say it's... Not Synphobia had a singing part. I know there's a woman singing miscellaneous. Nope. Individual section, legato ensembles. Seems like one of these had playable instruments. Well, they're all playable instruments, aren't they? No, they're not. All right. Legato soloist. Soprano voice. That's not going to be what we want. All right. Let me see. There is a metropolis art. There you go. Legato. I don't know what syllable they're doing, but let's put this in there. And it's showing demo mode. I actually own it, but there's some kind of hang up with Native Instruments. I've probably sent 8 emails between Native Instruments and Orchestra Tools, and Orchestra Tools said it's their fault, and Native Instruments says it's Orchestra Tools. It's going back and forth, but hopefully we'll resolve this. That sounds pretty cool. I want to make it a little bit more ambience behind it. So let's mute that. A little more pad. Just vary it a little bit. All right, so we got this D. It's pretty much sustained the whole way through the song. It's probably, you'd think it'd be the easiest part because it's one note, but depending on how many boys were singing in the choir, keeping a note without, actually it changes. It's just 2 notes. But a long note, sustaining a long note, you have to make it ebb and flow with the crescendos and the diminuendos. It's not like an amateur choir or whatever. All right, so we're going to try to do this. I mean, we could save this for last, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it in there. Try to do it with the mod wheel. Should we get that? Click on. Mod wheel. There we go. And then there's a part, we're going to go ahead and record that, and I can bounce it so it doesn't go into demo mode. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we'll go ahead and record it in and bounce it down so it doesn't kick into the demo mode, I think after 30 minutes or something like that. So let's see, looks like the main line. It really is. That sounds like a woman singing. That's where we're hearing that. That sounds better. We got rid of that lady. Oh. Anytime you're in a choir, I guess it depends on the application, but you normally want all of your diction, all of your wording, even your not tremolo, vibrato to blend. If you have a group of singers, there's nothing more frustrating, I feel like, or annoying to hear that one soprano that has that really high and it's like breaking, shattering glass. Now sometimes there's an application for it. I don't really know because I don't really enjoy that much. It's not that it's terrible. Some people like it, just not my thing. All right, so let me go into the line. Oh, it goes into great. Of course it's not going to be the same because they're people, they're not machines. All right, so we're going to go from that. I guess we got to make another choir just for that. We'll do that for right now, just to save time. Not RAM, but save time. All right, so we're going to make this O's. I'm going to make this one O's and put this in there. All right. So, we actually make it. So. And activate library. Look at that. It's already stopping on me. That's Metropolis Arc, right? Yeah. Demo mode. Here we go. didn't actually change that. Okay, the thing with the woman singing on it had a different different thing on it. You know what? Let's do this. Hopefully it doesn't crash the system, but let's pull up Omnisphere. Alright, and we want voices. We want I think that sounds pretty good. Mod mode doesn't do a whole lot, so we'll have to automate the volume. Did I put the 2/4? The 2/4 measure is in here. Okay, making sure. So let's just rehearse it and make sure we can do this. So from page 18, 19, 20, screw it over. Record. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. Alright, now we just got out of the way. That didn't sound like It's kind of hard for me to hear. I do have high frequency hearing loss though, so that could have something to do with it. Let me just see. That's full choir. We'll leave it on that. I guess that's and we're going to change this so I don't think I'm still doing my patch. And you know what? There I do. Let's put some O's and make this a Omnisphere. And mute this one. Actually, we could do this. Boom! No need to re-record, but we need to make these O's. Oh, O's. Forte. Alright, let's try this. Oh, and I need to change. I remember I missed that earlier. This one into the E on measure 2. Missed that. Alright, so we're just going to turn this down for right now and we'll mess with it. That's doubled with the horn. Alright, I'm going to put a breath mark at 31 because we got to let the choir breathe. I mean, these guys are singing their hearts out for this super emotional part here. So right here. So not only are you allowing the choir to breathe, but sometimes it's phrasing, especially in march lines. What I remember playing marches in high school and in college, phrasing. It's important. It gives more emotion to a line rather than just playing black notes on a white piece of paper. Add color. Okay, I think we got the choir. I'm going to bounce. Am I going to bounce this? Maybe I'll bounce this. And I can draw on the... Let me record all the lines that play the same thing, that kind of mimic or blend with this vocal part. So we got a horn. Looks like a... Is it a solo horn? Let me see. Horn. Not plural, but horn. I'm going to make it a solo horn because it doesn't look like it's getting loud. All these, there's a solo, well, there's always a solo timpani unless you're Hans Zimmer. There's an oboe. I'm going to do solo horn. That makes sense to me. Horn solo legato. Classic film score sound. All right. Breathe. All right, I think we got that line. Let's put it with, where'd it go? Where'd everything go? Where'd everything go? It's way down there. Yeah. Oh. Got lost there. Okay, so this comes in at measure 21. So, helps you read a score. Score study, I think, is really important. And it's always been something I've totally nerded out on. And, all right. Where are we? Where's our patch? Can't hear it. So 21 is the pickup measure. We'll just do it from here. 20. Oh, you know what? There's no conductor. It's kind of hard to do that. All right, try that again. 20. 21. notice I didn't put much automation in that because I feel like this horn is actually a lot louder than it should be. Why don't I have a BBC horn on there? Let's make one. Alright, here we go. From the top, not going to be orchestra, Spitfire audio, BBC. There we go, and create one. Boom. And I like to put the icon pictures on it. I think it just looks nicer, a little bit better organization. And we're going to see horn solo, hopefully. Han solo. No, horn solo. If we got it. Do we have a horn? Yeah, we got a horn solo. Why didn't I put that in there? Alright. The only thing is I did not set up, add that to the list. I just built this template yesterday, so I'm adding things that I forgot to put. Horn, BBC, horn solo. Alright, making a list and checking it twice. Alright, we put some EQ. We're not actually putting EQ on it, but we are setting it up for when we do need to. I've already got the preset. Oh, there. That sounds a lot different. Let's see what it does. That horn sounds more like the timbre. Looks like timbre, T-I-M-B-R-E, timbre. It's like the tone color. Listen to how forceful this one sounds. Now this is like great on certain music, but I feel like we need a more mellow horn sound. I mean, this is kind of mellow. Let's go back here. It's like more intimate, more, not intimate, what's the word? Like subtle and like almost shy the way this horn's playing. It's like, not da 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 da. Not sure which one to go with. I'm going to record this one in. I could just drag this line down, but a lot of times when you do that, yes, you're dragging the same MIDI data, but the horn plays different. It feels different, even though it feels the same on there. But you might just play it a little bit different, and it might. This doesn't go to 0, it doesn't go completely silent, but I feel like this one breathes more. Let's try this again. All right. You know what? That's what we can do. We can use both horn parts if it's not too overbearing. Stereo pan. We do this. Alright, so we don't need to bounce it down because we didn't even use the, oh no, we do need to bounce it down. We didn't use the Glory Choir, but we do have Omnisphere, and does use a lot of RAM. So let me just bounce down, see if I can bounce down this audio here. I've not done this in a while. Let's see, bounce. And then we can deactivate the Omnisphere. Boom, save some RAM. I mean, I'm sure my computer can handle it until we get to 60 tracks, maybe more. I don't know. I don't want to find out though, because there's nothing worse than having interruptions in your creative process, whether it be people knocking at your door, your phone ringing, or your dog crashing because you were not prepared or you just don't have enough RAM. Alright, bounce and plays. No, not bounce and join. What? Oh, right there at the top. Alright, and I'm going to mute. Oh, we don't need to mute, we just turn them off. I'll mute them so I know that I muted them. Alright, and then I'm going to hide them. Hide track. Hide track. There we go. And then we can just automate the volume or blend it in as we need to. Save. Alright. We have cello. We have two cello parts that come in. Let's see. Wait, two cello. Cello 1, cello 2. Cello is plural of cello. You don't say cellos. Maybe you do in some countries. I don't know. Cello. It just sounds like jelly. Italian jelly. Cello. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, so this is written in not in C clef. This is this is bass clef. Okay, I thought I was also known as F clef, but they come in on the 5/4 measure. So let's do this. Now what we're gonna do is we'll put everything in, and that is that's if we stretch it out. Why would we stretch it out? We want to make it more realistic. And ooze, it's an emotional scene. Okay, the guy does not want to burn the town down. They're not actually doing their jobs. They're just raiding a town and taking the resources and stealing for these other general. So we stretch things out. And we make it more emotional. But we'll go back and we can do that when I put the MIDI back on the Omnisphere. I got a step ahead, but whatever. We'll do that later. Okay, so cello's coming at 5/4. Let's see, they come in that loud. Ooh. That's pretty cool. It's a 10th, I think. Is it 8, 9, 10? Yeah, a jump. That's a 16th. So E, B, and up to that G. 3, 4. That is pretty cool. All right. Got to be ready for. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, I just want to play it before we just jump right into it. Because I'm singing with it helps. All right, on the 5/4. Why does the click not stay on? I need to figure this out. I'm not going to get hung on this. Hung up on this right now. I really don't. Count in 1 bar. Metronome settings. Audio click. Should be recording allow temperature. That's going to be later. Recording preferences. Here we go. Maybe not. A window that opens a window that opens a window. I love that. That's great. Metronome. Click on recording. Click while playing. Should be doing it. I'm not sure why. Okay. Try this again. 2, 3. And that's all they do. Chord dissonance, G sharp on the G natural. That sounds like Jaws. Anyways, different composer. It is a half step, but it's an octave. Half step. Alright. So we're going to bring out the da-da-dun, da-da-dun, and we're going to blend everything in. This should be, oh yeah. Da-da-dun. Bring this up. And this all goes down because we make it breathe. All right, let's hear this. Alright. Cello 1, good, cello. And we got cello 2. That's pretty cool. We will listen to just the cello by themselves in a minute so we can hear how cool this sounds. All right. No wonder I messed up. I forgot it was 5/4. 1, 2, 3. Besides the higher strings holding the notes, it could just be that cello line that makes that so awesome. I don't know. I just didn't hear it before. And maybe it's a combination of everything all playing together, which is the case often when somebody likes the sound of something. All right, it goes up, and then ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. And then this. Alright, we're gonna listen. I'm gonna draw this. 1, 2, 3. Just exaggerate it. That's a little bit too drastic, I think. Cut off. I think that sounded pretty good. All right, then we got the bass, not the fish, the bass. All right. I believe these are going to sound an octave lower. I'm going to record them in. Yep, because they won't play up there. Hopefully we'll get those clicks in there. Forgot my line. Oh. Try that again. That sounds cool. I don't know if it should be that. Whoops. The bass. I think that is everything on that verse. Oh, no. We forgot the harp. You know what? I have the synth samples harp, but I think I'm going to use the other harp. Harp should be just above. Yep, that's the one I had anyways. It's tricky trying to play all this. Let's see. So, put my hand. I could always record it in slower, but let's see. This is going to be right on the so we just hit the harp twice, skip a measure, 12 and on 14. All right, let's find those measures. Yeah. You do that, and then we can bump it over. Let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Three, 4. that sounds. That's even right. Get rid of the autumn. There we go. So the eighth notes. But check this. C, G sharp, B. And let's make this. Do we want to quantize it? Let's quantize it. Eighth note. Ooh, not 8. That's going to be, oh, it's right. It's 16th. And we don't want it 100%, but we want it to feel right. Okay. And let's see how we did on this second one. G sharp. We could copy it from the last one, but one thing that might make it a little bit more realistic, it's 100%, is leaving, yeah, you got the different colors. Whether you played it the first time and then the second time, it's a little bit harder the second time. Again, it's breathing, it's variance, and we don't want everything to sound perfect. We want it to sound good, real, but not perfect in this case. Then we have a gran casa. Not a castle, casa. That is going to be at 12. Boom, boom. Bass drum. Let's just keep it related. All right. Gran casa. It's forte. Roll. I'm going to do that medium one. Don't forget to record your key switches in. Otherwise you'll come back and you'll hear anvils. Whatever. And that's not what you want. Alright, 12. Maybe there should be bigger hits because this builds. And let me see. Let's hold those notes out to give it a little bit more oomph. And those should be quarter notes. Half notes. Interesting. See how this doesn't line up? That should be on right on that. That's strange that it didn't line right up. Alright. Oh, now it's 100%. Gotcha. You put a little ahead. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I'm going to put a bigger drum. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'll know. You know what? Why don't we change the velocity? again, it's layering. Alright, so 4 field snares. I'm going to keep it in the same family. And just label it snares. And we have to figure out which patch. I have to turn this up because I am really hard of hearing high frequencies. This is, you know what? I'm not going to turn it up. I'm going to put on the sausage fattener. This is a cool tool for adding color. Sorry if it's too loud. Roll. Sounds like a flam. Another flam. Rim shot. Alright, that's going to work for me. I can hear it, and I can always mix it back in. Alright, 1, 2,